Ask you, whom of you heard about B2B marketing first time? Like, who all are you here to learn the first time? No, no one. You already know what it is. Yeah. So I put this thing like the great myth and the awaited savior. So the thing is, everyone thinks that B2B marketing is so hard, and everyone thinks that B2B marketing is the only solution. So yeah, this thing is actually a bit deep. So we need to actually analyze what B2B marketing is. How can we make use of it? And actually, everywhere it's not something particular. So today I will be telling you about these things, like what it is and how even in everyday operations we can be careful and we can make sure that our business to business relations are going better. So yeah, first thing is what's B2B. B2B is business to business marketing. This is how it's known commonly. It generally involves the sale of one company's product or service to another company. In this case, it's our products, which are global talent and a global entrepreneur, and the way we interact with our stakeholders through that products. So whenever you are making a sales, whenever you are closing a sales, whenever you are delivering the product, whenever you finish delivering your service, it's still B2B marketing and B2B relations. So that's why everything from the very beginning till the end needs to be connected. And that's why our product is the most important thing about that. So global talent and a global entrepreneur in that sense defines what business to business is for ISEC right now. So yes, for us, in order to grow up disruptively for GE and GT, we need to move from push strategy to pull strategy. So what does that mean? So push promotion strategy means that you're having physical touch points, and it can be also online, but you're pushing your value proposition. You're directly communicating your customers to make the sales or close the sales. Rather than them they coming to you, you are always going to them. You are pushing your strategies. And on the other hand, a pull strategy means that you're making your marketings and promotions in a way that those potential customers are coming to you after your advertisements or any other networking event you've done. If we check on this in ISEC reality, through push strategy, you're actually spending a lot of efforts, which means that you're making database research, you're calling them, you're trying to set appointments. Sometimes you're failing to do that because the conversion from database to appointments is not 100%. So a lot of efforts, the results generated are not that high. But in terms of pull strategy, Hello, hello. Can you hear me right now? I think yes. Okay, what last thing you heard from my side because my connection was lost? Was it about using our HR for push and pull? Then I'm gonna continue from there. Okay, so cool. Pull strategy and how it works. Yes, basically pull strategy being present in the channels that our customers and making sure that they're attracted before we push them. So they're coming to you, they're leaving either online register, they're calling you for their products. So yeah, for B2B marketing, for push strategy, there are really different channels that we can use. Why we need to do that is it's apparent, making sure that our HR efforts are going for more result-oriented phase. So in which sense, rather than having cold calls, not stopping, but rather than focusing your 100% sales team for cold call, making sure that you're also getting those leads, which means potential customers, through any other pull strategy, and that means you're converting more sales through that one. So with one team of 5 members, if you do cold calls, let's say you called 100 companies in a week, and let's say you converted 50 of them for the meetings. Next week, if you have like 50 meetings, which is actually not possible. Generally, you have like 20, maybe 1 week, 20 in the next week. Generally, the conversion from those meetings to sales is 20% in that, in which sense, which makes 10 raises. But with really less effort, not using 5 members in that operations and making them call 25, 30 companies every week and spreading maybe ISEC in the wrong way, making sure that in digital channels you're present in the correct way and they're coming to you. And if you make sure that every week you're like getting 20, 30 leads, either through isec.in or isec.org, or any physical channel. And if you set appointments with them, directly the conversion rate is going to be more. So rather than having 50 meetings, you're going to have 20 meetings and you're going to raise 15 to 20 of them maybe. So that's why pull strategy is generally more efficient than push strategy. And for the push, we need to make sure that it's getting efficient rather than be using them blindfolded. So yeah, there are two types of B2B marketing. One is virtual B2B, which is online. The second one is physical B2B marketing, which is on the ground. So I'm gonna Hello guys, sorry. There's an instability about internet, so I was out again. So right now I'm back. I think you can hear me clearly. Yes or no? Yes, I think you hear me. Okay, so what was I saying? The purpose of online marketing, online B2B marketing is increasing our reach through channels we're using. For example, right now our biggest and main digital channel is isaac.in. And if we can make sure that more people are coming to that website and the traffic of website is increasing, they're clicking more content or they're enjoying it, they're spending more times, which means that we are more likely to get more leads and we're more likely to convert those people because they will know what exactly we're doing. They will know what the product is. So there are generally two ways we do in ISEC. One is search engine marketing. The second one is content marketing. So search engine marketing in that manner has the target for isec.in, which means that we're editing our website according to the needs of our customers. And for this, we need to understand who are our customers and potential customers. We need to define where actually they are in the internet, which websites are going every day, what are their habits, how can we define them as a person. So yeah, once we target that people, then we will see what kind of website, what kind of web page or blogs or whatever we're gonna need, then we can make the search engine marketing and search engine enhancements, which means through using maybe Google, Yahoo, and another search engines, making sure that our websites are coming into front results. So rather than having ISEC page in the 10th page of a Google search, we need to make sure that it needs to be in the first page. And for this, we need to understand what our potential customers are searching on the internet. How can we make sure that we're in the right channel? We're giving the right advertisements with the right keywords, and our web page is front lines. And second, content marketing, basically the same thing, creating and distributing for those two, I will be having a wider explanation after explaining physical marketing. So physical, which means on-ground B2B marketing, this is actually can be related to push strategy, but rather than pushing something, we need to make sure that we are making sure we're improving our physical interactions because generally what we're trying to again push what we have. So under B2B marketing, which is on ground, what we see is that making our physical interactions in the way that our reach is increasing and the companies that we get are interested in us before we tell them actually, here, this is for you and take it. So two main activities we can do is, first one is joining events and making sure that we are visible there. People see us, people are able to come and ask us questions. And again, if big umbrella organized in your local or in a country, then they will most likely come to you and ask for your product. We do push strategy. Much as we call them for cold calls, as much as we attend event distribute our business cards, we also need to be there to increase our networks. We need to make sure that we're establishing our partnerships with other organizations and this is visible and people are actually knowing what ISEC is and people coming and asking us for global talent and global entrepreneur. So yeah, let's continue with virtual marketing again. Let's get back to that. So yeah, more detailed thing. What is search engine marketing? It's really associated with what you're searching on internet, but in the business manners. So, for example, you're a company representative, and we just want to know, as a potential seller to you, which search engines are you using? What generally are you searching when you need some? So once we know that, we can actually make sure that our web page will be visible once a person, once our target customers are searching for it. One quick example, our global talent and global entrepreneur products are related with international talents, and which can be international talents. And for us to make sure that whenever a company is looking for an international, some other things, maybe international employee, maybe foreign worker, maybe hiring an international. So first we need to know that, and according to that key permit this is the once you search let's look from the youth about this thing. Once you search international, for you to find ISEC page first, we need to optimize our search engine usage. We need to be checking on every day how many people we're having in our websites and which links they're clicking, how much time they're spending on it. So this is the whole idea behind online B2B marketing. The second one is content marketing. This is again focusing on what kind of content visuals can be used to attract our potential customers. Advertise yourself. We need to create our content accordingly. So it can be like written or visual content, so which means it can be either videos or photographs or infographics or any kind of written material. It can be case studies, it can be reports, um, for example, through isec.in or through social media pages. Even if you're releasing some reports about tree in India right now, this will attract some people. Then they will indirectly find what ISEC is doing. Then they will register. Then we're going to contact them. Then we're going to have an appointment and then we're going to raise them. So yeah, basically making them come to us rather than we go to them with our proposals. Different kinds of contents that we generally do and we can do. First one is articles. The example I gave, like maybe creating an article about style and chemistry industry are increasing, or how outsourcing sector is really growing in India right now. That if you put them like how, for example, a Colombian ABC company to have their new business in Colombia. Such things would really interest the businessman. Putting newsletters, putting pictures, illustrations, infographics, videos, and reports. So those are the minimum things that we can create and put every digital channels we use, generally Facebook, our webpage, isec.in, or email marketing channels, then people will see and people will be attracted in ISEC before we go and tell them this is a global talent, this is a global entrepreneur. So yes, so far, do you have any questions? If no, I will proceed with customer flow, but I want to ask you, do you have any questions about uh, these guys? I'm opening this again. Yes, those two. Do you have any questions? Virtual B2B marketing. physical B2B marketing. And also pull and push strategies. If you have any questions, I'm going to wait for a minute. Then we can go further. Okay, then I'm going to continue. So, in the beginning, as you remember, I said B2B marketing that an organization follows up is defined by the products we have. In which sense, our B2B marketing can be defined by what is a global talent, what is a global entrepreneur, what kind of service we're providing while delivering such product, and which is directly related with the customer flow we have. Because customer flow means that our customer relations activity, what kind of interactions we're having in each phase with our clients, and what we can deliver to them. How can we attract them, and how can we deliver the best product in our product in the best way, even in value delivery, and how can we make sure that we can converting those clients in the brand advocacy phase. Even this is like the job we're doing is actually related with business to business marketing, which is going to end up with having a client retention and attracting more people. So yeah, let's see this. I think I need to zoom in. Yes. So this is only the pull part of customer flow. It's not the overall part. Okay. So anyone else hear me right now? Or only Anushka is having a problem? Thank you, Aska. Okay, then I will continue. So let's show you in a bigger picture now. So this is a part of customer flow. This is only for pull strategy. So let's see this one by one for enablers sake. So in the attraction part, our clients are strangers or they're visitors in our web page. So what we are doing in our ISEC offices is that we're creating contents through multiple channels. Then we're publishing them and we're tracking them, like how many clicks we had, how many of them are converted, and etc. Then once we got any contacts, we're responding to them, any questions they have through our channels. And yes, using the push and pull strategies are also in that phase. Going to events, calling people, making sure that we're visible on those networking events, our web pages, up, sending emails and all. This is all attraction phase. But this is what we're doing. So what is an enabler doing in that phase is that they're searching about what they need on internet. They're writing down how to hire people from abroad, such thing. But then they see somehow referrals about Isaac, them and saying that yeah, this is Isaac, we did it, and they're getting the referrals, or we're contacting them with the referral of a company. Another thing is that they can interact with us through our social media channels. So let's say in LinkedIn, we posted a case study and they saw it. And this is their first interaction with ISEC actually. Then they're clicking isec.in and they see what ISEC really is, what global talent is, what global entrepreneur is. Then they will click, I want to hire a person, and they will sign up. And while they're signing up, they will actually accept the terms and conditions. So yeah, before following this, I'm just gonna share my screen with you. Um, this is not working. That was supposed to work. Okay, we'll just continue without losing any time. So yeah, we attracted that clients. They either through any physical event or through social media, they get to know about ISEC through a content and they clicked, they left their registrations, and that's it. So then what's happening is that, so if they're registering through company OP, then actually they can draft an opportunity, they can complete their profiles, and they can even browse for EPs in that website. But generally, this is not being done right now, but this is the future of the website we have. So this is one possibility. Other than this, what's happening is that we're going for a meeting. We're telling them what are the prices, what are the legal documents, what are the conditions they need to provide. Then we're signing a contract. Then yeah, we have the opportunity. So this is the phase that we're opening an opportunity, we are accepting an EP, or we're being in progress. And with enablers, after signing a contract, then we're adding candidates to watch list or shortlisting or whatever. This is what enablers is doing for them. Then they're contacting the potential candidates. Then they're interviewing them, they're accepting them, and they're approving them. While this enabler is having that journey, what we're doing is really, really simple. Once we have an opportunity, we're assigning an account manager, we're getting in touch with the company. Account manager in that sense means that person of contact, basically POC. So providing contract, if anything else we need, which can be their certification of registration and etc. Having the opportunity with them, like signing the JQ, uploading the opportunity, arranging interviews and shortlisting. So in terms of our relations to match that opportunity, everything is happening in that consideration. But as you see, for example, the contracts we sign, the meetings we do, the opportunities we open, all of them are part of business to business relations. So these are the things that I will be telling you later on why I specifically mentioned them. So yeah, then we open the opportunity, we approve the EPs. So the next step is approvals and realizations. So what happens is that, especially for visa, company enablers providing the documents we require from them, then they need to prepare their preparations. They need to receive the trainee. They need to train and induct that people. Throughout the experience, if it's needed, they need to meet ISEC. With EP, they need to conduct meetings to understand what are the personal goals of that person and how is it related with their company, their organization. Then they need to follow up with ISEC and they need to fill our MPS. So through those things, nothing is so complicated. Only receiving that person and only guiding them throughout the experience. As you can see, ISEC is involved in many parts. Receiving the trainee is only happens through ISEC. Meeting ISEC to make sure that experience follow-up is happening is again through ISEC. Assigning individual responsibilities goals of EP, this is through standards and satisfaction. Filling MPS can only be done if you provide them an MPS survey. And for those to happen, what we're doing in MC and LC level is that we're checking the payment and marking the opportunity as approved on system. After we have approvals, we generally need to have a post-approval meeting before EP comes to make sure they're really prepared for this arrival. They have every preparation material, and once the EP comes, they will be ready to start with the works. So we need to set the expectations again. We need to review the JDs again and again. We can ask them what their expectations in the first month. And then we can make sure that both sides, both stakeholders are going to be satisfied with the service, the product we're providing to them. In terms of logistics, which means legalities and documentations generally, and arrival pickup and accommodation, we need to communicate both with the client and the EP, and we need to make sure that company is filling MPS. We need to take care of SNS, we need to get the testimonials, we need to close the meeting for re-raise. So those are the things, again, we all know, right? You all know, like once you join an IGT department, doing the logistics about realization, going to a company for a meeting, getting the feedbacks from them, delivering SNS, getting making sure that relay is happening, getting testimonials. Those are the things that we generally do, but not in a manner, not in an optimized manner. So that's why even right now we're having this B2B marketing. For example, we don't have any showcasing platform to use those testimonials, or we do not have any structured guideline about how testimonials can be taken, or take care of SNS. How are we making sure that company is conducting a meeting for individual responsibilities and goals of the EP, and how are we checking them? Is there any agenda that we're following once we have meetings with our clients in the middle of the experience? So yeah, those are the little things that we do every day, but it's not optimized in terms of business to business relations. And the last part is brand advocacy. So once an experience finished in a client, we expect them to recommend, communicate, or share positively about ISEC. We need them to review and take new opportunities. We need them to be realized. We need them to be engaged with us through other events we're having. This is the best case scenario after delivering a service, after delivering a product to them. So to make sure that this is going to happen, to make sure that we're engaging with that organization in a lifelong manner, in a lifelong experience and connection, we need to do those things. We need to make sure that constant and regular follow-ups are happening. Once we have MPS, once we have feedback, we're working on it. We're really providing solutions. We're making sure that expectation settings are right and we're working towards them. We need to send emails and social media content for the company to interact and share. So which means that if you deliver a product successfully and in LinkedIn, if you're sharing your contents and blogs, then that client that had that experience are going to reshare that post and your reach is going to increase automatically. This is why leaving a good experience on our clients is so important. And even collecting testimonials, even the reason why we offer opportunities, even why we can invite them to our events, that only comes through if and only if we provide experiences to them. So yes, let's check the next one. Oops. Yes. This is again more general part. The part I explained you was this: what as hosting entity and what as hosting entity we're doing, we need to do. Oops, I couldn't do it. And what enablers, what our organizations are going, what kind of journey. This is the best case scenario we need to aim at the end. Those three things that we want to see. So how is it going to happen? So for example, why I mentioned those contracts and opportunities, JQs and whatever, because even nationally, we do not have common proposals. The value proposition of global talent and global entrepreneur are being delivered differently in every LC. So we need to make sure that we're aligning those things because the product is exactly the same. So the message we're giving to the markets, the message we're giving to the potential clients needs to be in the same way. The statements need to be centralized. And we need to make sure that our contracts are aligned with our standards and satisfaction and our XPP. And it's the same again in every local chapter we have. So that's why now I'm going to tell you about our national roadmap. So through that link, you can note this. After the webinar, you can also go there, check all the outputs of the IGT and IGE roadmaps. Now I will be sharing you about only attraction, value delivery, and brand advocacy phases, just to give you about what will happen in the next 1 month and in the next quarters of ISEC in India. So I already told you how business to business relations are important and in which phases we really need to improve and what are the missing things. So, starting with both IGE and IGT customer attraction, which means that what can we do for both products is that. So, in this quarter, what are we already working on with Luta is having a centralized B2B marketing strategy, making sure that in online channels and physical channels, delivering the same message in every local chapter possible. Again, we're having our SOPs for the products because also we need to make sure that our membership is aligned through delivering those processes. And again, if we're delivering a service, if our product is exactly the same, then our service, our management needs to be the same. In the next quarter, so right after centralizing the messages, right after centralizing the service we deliver to the clients, then we can work on search engine marketing. Then we can work on how to spread our web page through online channels and get more leads and have more races through online channels again. Um, so yeah, another thing is again for this is for push marketing strategy, which is updated market research. This is to optimize our push strategy. So anyways, in any time, we will still keep having cold calls. It's not going to disappear in the next 1 year, but we can at least optimize them. So how this can happen is to actually to figure out what is market research and how it can be done in the most efficient way possible. And again, bulk in turn attraction and pricing strategy will be in quarter one strategy, among the quarter one roadmap of IGT and IDE. Um, what else I can give you about this thing? Yes, B2B strategy implementation, which means centralizing the messages, having one national proposal, one contract, using the same way of servicing SOP implementation. We expect this implementation to happen in quarter one in every local chapter and expansion. So yeah, those are what's going to happen in the next 1 month and in the first 3 months of 2017. Just continue with only the things specific to GE. There will be no different things. There is only one possibility to have GE project created. So for this, we might have a sales campaign, and this sales campaign can be done through digital channels right after we centralize them. Right after we have a brand, and we can spread this through our web page and our social media for enablers. So yes, continuing with value delivery phase, what we envision is having a CRM model in place. Because as I said, in the best case scenario, clients need to have even one-to-one meetings with the EPs to set their personal goals and their responsibilities in the job they're having. They need to have meetings with us and the EPs to track the experience. They need to fill the MPS. They need to feedback on us. That's what we will be working on in the next 1 month. And again, in the next quarter, we're going to expect all the LCs to start implementing this thing and start working on the feedback mechanism and making sure that everything is being done according to the best case scenario we imagine. And at last, this is all connected actually. For example, if you deliver a good experience, as I said, then you will eventually get a good content at the end of the experience. And if you have your website or social media channels, then you will be able to showcase them. The more you showcase, then you're gonna attract more people. Your reach is going to increase, and if your reach increases, then you're going to get more leads in your website or any other form you have. The more leads means that you can arrange more appointments and you can get more races. And cycle again, the same happens. The better experiences, more stories, outreach increases, and more leads again, more sales again, more experiences. So this is the whole cycle we want to create, and that's why we started having the channels in place. So making a quick wrap up, like what we had since the beginning of this webinar is we talked about what's B2B marketing, why it's known as a great myth, because every One talks about it B2B, 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 and we think that it's going to solve everything in every manner, but it's not only about B2B in marketing, but it's all about the whole product and how you deliver it throughout the experience. We made a simple definition for this thing. It's basically your sales and your service delivery to another company through one of your products. We talked about what are push promotion strategies and pull strategies, and why pull strategy is more HR efficient than push strategies. And we again talked about what is actually pull strategies under B2B marketing, which are virtual strategies and physical marketing strategies. So we started with again virtual online marketing. We talked about what is search engine marketing and how it's related with the everyday behaviors of the clients we're trying to reach. What is content marketing? How we can make it useful? And the next thing was the physical marketing, on-ground marketing. How networking and umbrella organizations or any other organizations in our local chapters can really increase our physical interaction, and that can make sure that we're reaching more people and converting more leads. Then I explained about what are the details of search engine marketing, how we can focus on it. Then the next point was what are the details of content marketing, how we can do that, how people can be interacted in ISEC through our content, and what are the possible and different kind of contents we can create, which are articles, testimonials, newsletters, pictures, illustrations, infographics, videos, and case studies. Then we talked about if B2B marketing is something, some service or some sales we're delivering through a product, then the way we deliver our product is actually our customer flow. All the activities and relations happens after that. We had a quick check on this thing. So this was for only pull strategy of ISEC, which is pull customer flow, pull strategy customer flow. I explained what kind of journey that enablers have to go through in the best case scenario. And for an enablers to have this experience, what are the things that we're completing as ISEC, as hosting entity? So at last, I actually reminded that if we want to make sure that this product delivery, this service is successful, then we need to be having our enablers that are recommending, communicating, and sharing positively about ISEC. They're reviewing and taking new opportunities through us. They're engaging with ISEC through any other events or activities we have. So this is the end goal we have for every client engagement. And for this to happen, we have a lot of responsibilities to be completed. Then I came to a point that our roadmap is prepared according to that. In NSC, everyone knew that what were the unique problems that we're facing. What are the things that are keeping us behind being the best service provider? Then we came up with those things. I explained that right now we're working on centralized marketing strategies, which includes national proposals, national contracts, using our web page, converting our leads, having one message delivered by each and every local chapter. Because the product is the same, then the service delivery needs to be at the same page. So yes, I basically told you about what will be the focus of this 1 month until the end of this year, and what can be the things, the implementations we expect from every LC in the next 3 months of 2017. The last points were delivering a good experience, providing a good value delivery will end up having more advocates for your brands, for your products. And this is what we want to achieve as ISEC actually. Even right now, most of the sales of ISEC in India is coming through referrals. So to increase that, to make sure that our reach is increasing and we're providing more opportunities through more enablers, we just need to focus on the right things, and we just need to make sure that our bottlenecks are cleared. So yeah, I want to end this webinar with that quote. In the world of business to business, your professional network is everything. Because your business is about business, the potential of who you know and who they know is where powerful connections happen. Again, in the beginning, I said it's not only marketing, it's not only about advertisements, but this is only about relations between a business to another business. And we need to make sure that our network is increasing through the service we provide to them. So, yes, I finished. That's all from my side. That's all I can tell you about B2B. I tried to give you the basics, the overall picture in ISEC terms, especially. If you have any questions, let's discuss. Now I'm waiting for your questions, guys. No questions? If you don't have questions, you can finish also. So it's up to you. Okay, then that if you don't have any questions, you can check out and we can finish the webinar. Thank you guys for attending. I think you don't have any questions, but if you have any questions, you can anytime reach me. You can call me, you can ask me whatever you have in your mind. Thanks for attending. Thank you guys. Thanks everyone. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow. I also have a webinar tomorrow. Take care.